This is Sam's OK Strengths, and welcome to another historical series episode on the channel. In today's video, we are traveling back in time to visit one of the most iconic electric engines to date, the Pennsylvania GG1. The origin of the GG1 came from General Electric in 1934 at the request of the Pennsylvania Railroad. The goal of the Pennsylvania Railroad was to find a more efficient electric engine. At the time, the Pennsylvania Railroad was using their P5s, but they were still unsatisfied. They wanted to find an engine that would be faster and more efficient, thus the GG1 was created. In total, 139 of these electric wonders were produced. The engine was designed for bidirectional operation. Inside the GG1, 12 motors powered by electricity gave the GG1 over 4,000 units of horsepower. Due to the GG1's incredible pulling power, the GG1 was able to constantly travel at speeds up to 100 miles an hour. Unlike most historical series episodes, this particular engine still lives on. About 16 GG1s still exist today. Most can be found in railroad museums across the United States. The GG1 has also made its mark on the model train hobby. GG1s can be found in almost any scale, even G gauge. The GG1 became an instant hit, thus multiple variations were produced during the post-war period. The GG1s would be cataloged with Madison cars or freight cars. The first GG1s were produced with one motor until around 1950. In later runs, they could be found having two motors and magnet traction. These aspects were eerily similar to a lot of post-war F units during the time. Throughout Lionel's history, the GG1 has been produced in the post-war era, MPC era, and still today with the Vision Line and Line Chief Plus models. The version I have in my collection is the MPC era version. The A753 was the first reissue of the GG1 during the MPC era. Like with most MPC era engines, the quality was a bit subpar to their post-war counterparts. The 8753 was essentially the same model as the post-war 2360. There was only a couple minor changes between the post-war model and the MPC era version. The only differences were that plastic gears were used instead of metal ones, the Tuscan color was a bit off, and the striping on the sides was not up to par to its post-war counterpart. Nonetheless, I am still very grateful to have this GG1 in my collection. In the future, I really hope to pick up a post-war model of the GG1 as well. And that concludes this historical series episode. Thank you for watching the video. I really hoped you learned something about the GG1 today. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. So that is all from me. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate you guys, the viewers, tuning into the channel. And stick around because I will be running this GG1 around the layout a little bit more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.